What's happening today, Jason?
We're feeding this lawn wrong.
Wrong?
I know.
Yes, in today's video, we're going to feed this lawn wrong,
Yep.
so we can show you how to do it right.
Right.
Going to give a wee shout out to my customer because they've agreed to let us do this. Have you ever fed your lawn and it's been very patchy?
Yeah, he says you have a nice green stripe and then there's yellow stripes and there's green stripes running up the lawn.
So we're going to show you all the classic mistakes that people make whenever they go to feed their lawn so you can do it right. Let's go. If you have a lot of weeds in your lawn and you don't want your lawn to get scorched, cut your lawn 3 days before application. If you don't have a lot of weeds in your lawn, it's usually safe enough to put the fertiliser on the same day. I would always say, unless there's water, unless there's rain forecast, give your lawn a water after you fertilise it. Because not only will it stop scorch, it'll also help it work faster. Last year, I made a video how to fertilise your lawn like a pro, and that video was all about the tools and the best fertiliser spreader for your lawn. So what about this video then, Jason?
This video is all about how to get it onto your lawn right, but we're doing it wrong.
Yes, this is going to be a pretty practical demonstration on everything on how to fertilise your lawn, and we're going to show you the classic mistakes that people make.
I'm going to show you all the steps leading up to it, how to measure your lawn right, weighing out the right amount of product.
If you're just guessing, then you're going to fail right from the start.
Yep.
Now, we're using the professional fertiliser spreader for this, but that doesn't matter what tool you're using.
No, and we're assuming that you've already got the tools you need for this job.
Okay, let's go. If you're going to fertilise your lawn, it's key that you know the size of your lawn. And I get so many comments from people over the years, I don't know the size of my lawn. So look, on the iGrowCarpet website, we have a measuring tool. It makes it absolutely dead easy to measure your lawn. It'll work on about 95% of lawns because it works off Google Maps. If you live out in the sticks, or alternatively, if you live in a brand new build, then your lawn might not be on it and this might not work for you, but for everyone else, the measuring tool's fantastic. So you know the size of your lawn. The next important thing is knowing the application rate. You'll find that on a bag of fertiliser. Doesn't matter on the label, doesn't matter what fertiliser it is, it's always there. If it's not there, then you need to contact the manufacturer to get the proper rate. On the iGrowCarpet measuring tool, we actually have all the rates there, which makes it dead easy. Now let's go and measure out some fertiliser. Now we know the size of the lawn. According to the measuring tool, we need 13 kilos, and that is putting the fertiliser on at 30 grams a square metre. So we have a set of scales and we have a bucket. Now, this bucket might be a little bit small for this job.
Remember, it's good practice to always do your measuring out on a hard surface that's not your lawn, because if you spill, you have a chance of them burning where you spilled the fertiliser.
Now I'm going to give you a practical demonstration on how to fertilise your lawn. Well, Jason is. Now before we begin, I'm going to say that we're going to show you 4 different ways to feed your lawn. You could also spread it by hand, but we'd never ever recommend that you spread fertiliser by hand because you're probably going to get it wrong. The other method is to use a drop spreader, and I get loads of comments about this. I'll probably do another video about it, or it'll be in the free course on how to fertilise your lawn. That's where you'll find we'll talk about it. You always want to use a broadcast spreader. That's a spreader that throws the fertiliser out far and wide, because that's going to give you the best effect. The 4 methods I'm going to show you. The first one, we're going to start with the right one right away. The key point to that is we put the fertiliser on at half rate, but we do it double. That's going to make more sense whenever Jason shows you in a minute. Then we're going to show you 3 different ways and how you can get it wrong and the effects of getting it wrong, so as you can do it right.
Now I'm going to give you a practical guide on how to fertilise your lawn the right way. The first thing we do when we get to the lawn is we'll go around the perimeter of the lawn. We have an edge guard, so it stops any fertiliser going into the flower beds. If you don't have an edge guard, use a bit of common sense and move in so you're not throwing product off your lawn. So the reason why we go around the perimeter first is if you have irregular shape, it helps get fertiliser into the awkward areas. The hopper is empty, but that'll become more apparent later. So we use these electric fence posts as markers for whilst we're doing the fertilising. If you don't have anything like this, don't worry, you can use plant pots or anything that you have lying around the lawn that you can use as a marker and be moved easily. This is where I did my first run up around the edge. I know the spinner throws out the fertiliser at 3 paces. I'm going to mark that out now. 1, 2, 3. So this is where I'm going to start my next run up. But before I do that, I'm going to go mark the other end of the lawn with my other marker. So because we've gone around the edge, we know this area has got fertiliser applied. So I could take my marker from the bottom of the lawn and then from here and mark out my 3 steps to get the spinner set up. So from here, it's 3 paces over. So I'm now going to set up my spinner for my first run up the lawn. I've got it set between these 2 posts in a line, so I know from here to the middle of that post, the spinner is going to run up that line. And because I know it throws out 3 paces, I'm now going to measure for my next run down. So we treat hundreds of lawns like this every year, and we always get a nice even coverage. Now I'm going to show you a wrong way. This is called tip to tip. So we know the fertiliser is thrown out 3 paces that way and 3 paces that way. So I'll mark that out. 1, 2, 3. So we'll be going up that line, and then you'll be coming back down another 3 paces past this line. There. So we'd run up there. So you're effectively walking 6 paces to come back down. And then when you're coming back down, you're hoping that you don't hit any bumps or deviate ever so slightly. And you're hoping that the product from the run up and the run down meets along this line. Now, if you do hit a bump or you don't concentrate very well or you take a little swerve, that's when you're going to get either gaps or overlaps in the product. So you'll get yellower patches or greener patches down these lines.
This is a quick behind the scenes. Regulars to the channel will know this lawn because we filmed here recently. It's probably the reason why the customer let us fertilise their lawn wrong. We filled in a big rut in this lawn. That video is currently doing quite well for me. So I'm going to give you another sneak peek behind a video that's coming up soon. Later on in the video you're going to see the new Crest Ride-On robot, but we're going to be featuring that more in a video, probably the one after this one.
So now we're going to show you sort of the crossroads way of applying it and the issues that has. So we know the spinner throws out 3 paces and 3 paces either side. So 1, 2, 3. So we will be doing a run down here, and we'll know that the spinner throws it another 3 paces. 1, 2, 3 to here. So when we were coming back down, we would want to be another 3 paces over. I'm fresh out of posts. Jesus, as if like magic. So I've counted another 3 paces over, putting my stick. So I know I'd be if I was walking out from that post, I'd be walking down to this post and then trying to get tip to tip without any overlaps or gaps. And that's where the issues arise. And hopefully it will show up later on in this video what that would look like.
Now there's a third method to do, closing the gap right off, and it works particularly well on a small lawn, but the bigger lawn you get, the more chance it goes wrong. People will put in the same amount of fertiliser for their lawn, and then they would walk up and down the lawn, close spaces till it's all out. But the problem is, if it's a bigger lawn, you might run out of space, you might run out of product towards the end.
As you're going, so you fill the spinner or the spreader, however you're applying it, with all the product for your lawn, and you keep going up and down across your lawn until you run out. But say you get all the way to the end and then you start working your way back working up, down, and then you might run out here. So that side's had more coverage.
Yeah, and here.
And here's had less.
So that's why we always say, put it on half rate, do it double, throw it to your feet, know how far your spinner throws it, put your next post in where as far as it throws it to, get to the end of that post and then come back down again.